Hey there clan, Scottish180 here, and this is my response to Darksydephils Number 2 most worst gaming trend of 2012. And just why, if you're watching this Darksydephil, you made some very valid points. I will leave a link to the video in the description, but I'd recommend going to watch it because he explains it a lot better than I will. But I'm just going to voice my opinion on what he thought of this. And what he done is the fake gaming YouTubers. Or the filthy YouTubers, as he dubbed them. And what is this? What is that? In the past year, in 2012, and for maybe 2011 as well, in my opinion, there have been an overabundance of, shall we say, two types of fake gamer YouTubers. There's the ones with the face cams who overact while playing a shitty horror game and going, penis. Or playing a small flash game which happens to be fairly amusing to watch. Or there are the YouTubers that have already been successful in other means, whether it be by daily vlogs, literal trailers, tech videos, and all of a sudden decided to make a gaming channel once they had the ability to monetize it and earn some money off it, only caring about the YouTube money. Now, I'm not here to discuss anyone's taste in entertainment. I probably have the worst taste in entertainment because I like a lot of cheesy shit. I don't like reality TV shows, and that's beside the point. But I'm here to give my opinion on this. What do I think of this, and do I think it's one of the worst trends that's happening yet? And my answer to that is yes. Darksydephil explains it a lot better than I will, but I'll try and do my best. Basically, there are two particular ones that pop into my mind, and I'm not going to name names because I don't want to give them any more views than they deserve, which in my opinion is way too many at the moment. But these particular ones, one in particular, happened to have got hired around about the time of E3 this year to be a representative of Ubisoft and also EA Sports. And he jumped around on stage, and I'll happily admit, while I was watching it with a fellow YouTuber gamer MD83, I had a chuckle too, I laughed, but at the same time, after having a long think about it, is that really how I want to be represented? And that's what the main point of Darksydephil video is in this point of this video as well. Do you want him and the other ones that are fake gamer YouTubers who are only in it for the money to represent you as gamers at these live events such as E3, Comic-Con, WonderCon, or any of the other PAX East, Gamescom? Do you want these gamers to represent you and the gaming community? And in my answer, if your answer is yes, go fuck yourself and go away. Just get off this video right now. Stop watching. Go fuck yourself. I'm not dealing with the shit. Now I'm not saying. Now, as it says, if you find them entertaining, that's your own personal opinion. But I personally don't. I don't find these entertaining. The one who was hired by Ubisoft, I found entertaining mainly for his literal trailers. I happily enjoyed one or two of them, and they are still pretty good. But I think that's where he should have stuck. If he also wanted to continue doing his daily vlogs, I had no opinion on it. I didn't find them entertaining. One or two did pique my interest. But once he started doing a gaming channel, and it was blatantly obvious that he was either faking it or scripting basically his reactions, that's when I unsubscribed to all three of his channels. And yes, he has 3 channels in which he has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, if not millions by this point, I haven't checked, and he earns money off of all of them. And I have no problem with 2 of them, but the third one, when he has a gaming channel, I have a problem with, because it is one of the highest grossing and also one of the most popular gaming channels out there, along with Mr. McScreamy, who screams like, penis! And they are two of the top viewed gaming channels, and it worries me. It makes me sick, if I'm going to be honest, because they're the worst gaming channels out there. I'm going to say it right now. I think they are a disgrace to the gaming community. Now, as it says, I don't judge them as a person. Maybe they're absolutely fine people, and if you find that entertaining, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to state that if you want those 2 in particular, or any of the other ones out there that are fakers, which you can normally tell the fakers from the real ones, to represent you as a gamer, then there is something fucking wrong with you. Because that is what the mainstream will see us as. That is what they'll see us gamers as. Now, I'm going from my personal opinion. I don't want these people representing me as a gamer when they go to these events such as E3. They go there, they jump around on stage, Jesus Christ, Jesus, oh fuck, they jump around on that, and they make themselves look like fucking idiots. And that's okay for their vlogs and their literal trailers and all that, but as representing of gamers, that's insulting. I find it insulting if he's meant to be representing gamers along with the other Mr. McScaredy. I don't want them representing me as gamers. If I had to pick someone to represent me, let's just say I had power, I had magical powers, and I got to choose someone to represent me and the clan and the gaming community as a whole, there are only 3 that pop in my mind who have a sufficient enough fan base at the moment and a subscriber base who I think could represent me well, and I am fans of all 3 of them. The first one is Darksydephils. I do believe he's a great representation of what the gaming community can be and is. Total Biscuit, who is always funny, always entertaining, but also very methodical and thinks very logically. He's a very intelligent man and knows what he's fucking talking about. And Angry Joe. Angry Joe knows gaming. You can tell he knows gaming from his reviews, which are some of the best reviews in my opinion. Those 3 YouTubers I mentioned are my 3 sources of reviews because they know what they're talking about. I've picked up quite a few games thanks to those YouTubers. Total Biscuit has made me pick up quite a few indie games that I have enjoyed immensely. Angry Joe has made me pick up some games that I probably would never have picked up. And Darksydephils has made me pick up many of a game that I otherwise would have went, fuck it, don't give 2 shits about it. And those are the kind of people I want to represent me as a gamer, right? These events such as E3, Comic-Con, PAX East, Gamescom. I want them to go to the developers and go to the publishers and ask the questions that we're asking and not jump around like a fucking retard. Or better yet, as I like to call it, a fucktard. Which is a very common saying over here in Scotland, but that's what I call it. I call it a fucktard. Jumping like a fucktard. Now, I don't have a problem with the pledge that Phil proposed in his video, which is don't watch their videos. I don't watch their videos. I have no problem with that pledge. Now, if you want to continue to watch their videos and have them represent you as gamers, then I'm not going to stop you. But just have a long hard think about it. Do you want them to represent the gaming community and get to go to E3 and Comic-Con and ask fucking ridiculous, stupid questions and jump around like a fucking jumping bean and act like a moron? Or do you want them to actually someone to go there, sit down with the developers, have a laugh? I'm not saying don't have fun. If I got a chance to interview a developer, I would have a wee chuckle or 2 of them, but I'd be there to do a job, and that's to sit down, talk to them, ask them questions about the game, and hopefully come across as a good positive impression of the gaming community. And that's my major thing I want to get across is, I don't want some fucktards representing me as a gamer. I want someone who's going to ask the questions I want to ask, who's going to represent what's the best the gaming community can offer. Those 2 in particular, and the other ones like them, represent some of the worst which the gaming community can offer. Not the absolute worst, but they do represent some of the worst. That's just my opinion. If you disagree with me, that's okay. Just voice your negative opinions in the comments section down below. That just means my video gets up in the search bar more and I get more views and subscribers. Well, if they want to play that game, I'll play that fucking game. Now, I'm a plankton compared to them, and I never will be as popular as them, and I don't want to be as popular as them if I'm going to be honest, because then I'd be nothing better than them, and I'd end up wanting to be just making the YouTube money. I'm happy with my subscribers as they are, and I hope to represent my gaming community as well as, well, the subscribers I hope to represent you as best of my ability. But I'm just voicing my opinion on Darksydephils' video, and that's what I want to say across there is, all I can say about this is I completely agree with Darksydephils. I don't want these fucktards representing me as a gamer. I want someone intelligent. I want someone who's going to ask the questions I want to be there. And I'm also going to want someone who can maybe give me a good chuckle over there. And that's always a good thing. So I'm just asking the simple question to the clan and to anyone else who's watching this video. Do you want those 2, we all know who they are, and others like them, representing us as gamers? And the answer should be no. If you think yes, go away. Just click off this video, don't come back. I've voiced my opinion, I've given my thoughts on this one. If I had to pick a representative for me as a gamer, I would definitely pick either Darksydephils, Angry Joe, or Total Biscuit, because they're the best out there in my opinion. Though with the current fan base that they have, they are the 3 biggest YouTubers I follow. As I said, there are 1 or 2 others who I think could represent me just as much as those, but unfortunately don't have a fan base big enough to represent me as a good enough light. I'm just picking those 3 off the top of my head. There are 1 or 2 others that I think could also do a great job. GamerMDA3 as well being one, but as I say, she's currently coming up for about 7,000 subscribers, while the 3 that I mentioned have about a couple 100,000 subscribers, so they do have a bit of a bigger fan base. as I say, this is just my opinion. Like gameinf, you're my friend, I consider you a friend. You could represent me as a gamer any day. But as I say, as I'm going with the current stats, who's the top tier? And with those three that I mentioned, Total Biscuit, Darksydephils, and Angry Joe, are the three that I would pick with their current fan base at the moment to represent me as a gamer. I don't want these fucktards who jump around stage and act like fucking morons in their videos and overact and scream and shout penis every 5 seconds to represent me as a gamer. I don't. That's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you Darksydephils for bringing this to light. And hopefully my opinion does matter at least a little bit. I know I probably repeated myself many a time. I know you're probably not watching this video, but thanks anyway for the hours and hours of entertainment. And also, please go check out his channel if you haven't seen it already. I will leave a link in the description where he explains a lot better than I do. He's definitely a better speaker than me. But that's my opinion. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'm Scottish192, and I'll see you all later. Ciao for now. Mwah.